This is my shed back of my house, and as you can see, there's rafters here. My whole house is built with these rafters. They're solid. Like, they don't build houses with rafters like this anymore. They don't cut beams like this anymore. And I've looked at a lot of houses in this city, gone through and underneath and checked out what kind of condition they're in, because we were looking at buying them. And what I discovered is there's a lot of buildings that on the outside, they look pretty solid. They look pretty straight, they look pretty square. But then you get underneath and you look what's holding them up, and it's rotting. It's falling apart. And those buildings, despite the fact that they look okay, they're really not. They're kind of in a mess. So obviously we try to avoid buying buildings like that. And I was doing some devotions with Oswald Chambers, and he was commenting about how often people think they have peace in their life. They think everything's okay. They think that, I don't have any troubles. I'm not uptight. I'm not upset about anything. So I have peace. But peace is one of those things. It's sort of like strength. You never really understand how strong you are unless you're pushed to the limits. Well, peace is something that you don't really understand whether you have it or not until the storms of life come. And when the storms of life come, that's when you begin to see whether your foundation is strong or whether it's rotting. Sometimes, although some people would be a little upset if I prayed, but they knew I was praying for them this way. But sometimes I pray for people and say, God, bring some storms in their life. Let them see whether or not their foundation is solid. Let them see whether or not the structure that's holding their lives together is founded on you. It's not easy. It's not easy when we think about how we want a life of ease. We want a life of simplicity. We want everything to go right. We want everything to be simple so we can feel good. But that doesn't make us strong, and that doesn't give us peace. See, Jesus Christ lived a life in Nazareth that was, for the most part, probably pretty mundane until he started ministry. And then he was harassed and abused and rejected, and he went through stuff that we'll never go through. And that's not even including his death on the cross and everything that he went through there. But he never lost his peace. Why? Because his peace was strong. See, peace isn't shaken by our environment. And you have God's peace when everything else is going crazy and falling apart, and yet inside it's like, I know this is okay because God's in control. I know this is okay because this is what God has me in. I know this is okay because I know who God is. This is okay because I trust my Father, who says, I will never leave thee nor forsake thee. Sometimes the storms in life are good, and we got to thank God because it shows us where our heart is, shows us where our source of peace is. So when difficult times come, use it as an opportunity to really do some soul searching and ask God, where am I in my level of trust and faith in you? Hope that's been an encouragement to you. Bye for now. God bless.